Aquí tenemos 3 espectadores. Buenas, buen domingo. Reconozco que estaba durmiendo la siesta y he venido corriendo en plan de... Lo tenía a 5:30. Bueno, a ver, que tengo algo importante que contar. Gracias a vuestras aportaciones, gracias a esos primes, algunos de mi madre. Recordemos que yo empecé en esto de los directos como gran parte del mundo, que fue en 2020. Muchos de esos primes de mi madre también han influido en esto, pero bueno. Twitch me ha pagado. No es mucho, pero da para cositas, ¿vale? Entonces, vamos a seguir con el jueguito este, que se supone que es cortito. Y ya he decidido el jueguito de los jueves. Me apetece mucho jugar un Pokémon. Entonces me compré el Pokémon Rojo Fuego con una key. Y voy a traeros Pokémon Rojo Fuego los jueves, ¿vale? Para que veáis que soy una obsesa de Pokémon y que algo se juega. Buenas, Asumi. No sé si has oído mi maravilloso discurso.
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
Que gracias a vuestras aportaciones, desde 2020 hasta acá, que fue en 2020 fue cuando empecé a hacer directillo, y ha sido bastante intermitente, eso es de verdad. Gracias a las aportaciones, sobre todo esos primes que me habéis ido dando, que mi madre también estuvo ahí dando su prime todos los meses. Twitch me ha pagado. No es mucho, pero para algo sí queda.
It's pretty, so I'm guessing nobody.
One old wooden bookcase.
Así que muchas gracias. Quiero seguir trayéndoos cositas, que vamos a jugar a Pokémon Rojo los jueves. Que luego los sábados serán sábados de Star Fox o domingos de Star Fox. Ya veremos, porque creo que es posible que haya que intercalar, porque la gente quiere quedar en verano, ¿sabes? Porque está más libre. No sé cómo desarrollar los directos de verano, eso sí que es verdad, porque es que me puedo achicharrar haciéndolos y no sé cómo hacer un traslado al sótano de todo el percal o aquí ajo y agua. ¿Qué iba a decir? A ver, en algún momento haré un hiatus por vacaciones. Bueno, contigo quedo todos los viernes. Mis viernes son tuyos. Todos los que quieras. Y te tenía reservado el día 4, pero si no quieres hacer nada el día 4, pues habrá Star Fox.
Yep.
25, dry old 4.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
Vale, en verano es diferente porque...
Sheet music.
That's a lot of notes.
Probably why they're on the floor.
Qué miedo, tío.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude! Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I
Si
know.
tienes vaca.
What's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist.
Lo que tú quieras, yo ya te lo
Years of
dije.
dedicated practice.
Lo que tú quieras. Cerecita también te reserva el día, o sea que...
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor, Spends most of his time hidden
No
away in
puedo
his
dejar de
tower.
pensar
Barely
que
speaks to anyone
ese
these
labio
days.
que tiene
Especially not the
eh,
fellows.
es un bigote,
You get on with the fellows?
o lo
Two
que
of
sea.
them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be
Bueno,
rude.
pero que sepas
It's just,
que
if you're
decides tú y
19,
que
You don't have to
Cerecita
answer that, Poppy.
ya te
It's a
reserva
fair
el día
question.
también, o sea que...
I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
La verdad es que no me he enterado de mucho de lo que ha dicho, pero no pasa nada.
3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back
Pero bueno,
upstairs.
no sé cuándo decidiré irme yo de vacaciones.
The little garden.
Ay, porque mi idea no es tener vacaciones en el trabajo,
No.
pero sí que quiero coger la oferta de mi tía de irme unos días allí o con ellos a Alicante, lo que sea, para,
Did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't
¿sabes?
say that.
Bueno, a
Fritz
ver.
and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it. Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space. Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender? Accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom. Some four walls make round a room.
Lo mismo conseguimos... No, pero es que estaría guay. Nada, no he dicho nada, pero te iba a decir, lo mismo consigo la del Mandaloriano Grogu para el día 4, pero ya le dije a Laura que la veríamos las tres juntas contigo, quiero decir. Y no es plan de invitarla a tu cumpleaños por los loles. No, pero hacemos algo de eso, jugamos a algo, si tenemos cositas. Podríamos probar el Thunderfall las tres, a ver qué tal.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. On its surface,
O sea que me va a contar una poesía de cada uno y ahí te las apañes, maravilloso.
pale and still, pulling strings.
Sigo pensando en lo del bigote.
Hard of head, but free of mind. Unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now.
Lo que tú quieras. Solo te lo ofrecía.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way. That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kinda cool, but it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano. Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
No sé qué le pasa a esta señora a la cabeza.
How sweet. Was that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi
Es
were
como
close
si llevas un
friends.
condón gigante bajo
Yeah,
el
we
pelo,
are.
¿sabes?
It's just Fifi's gotten kinda
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it. That belongs to Flora, I think. Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that?
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too.
I'm not really one for photographs.
La foto está rota, te quiero
Fifi
decir.
looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from...
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes. Was that supposed to be Flora?
you... Possibly?
Oh. How nice. Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Why is the glass cracked down?
Natural wear and tear?
No way. Freya took good care of it. Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that...
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style.
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody. It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes. What was inside?
Nothing.
When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing. The room was dark. I was in shock.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it... Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything. Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone? Or signed by anyone?
Sí, se llama de remitente desconocido.
Someone's being
A remite
relieved of
desconocido.
secret.
A mí una vez me mandaron un Christmas así, sin remite. Fue súper
What do you
creepy,
make of the
desagradable.
statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like pink.
Yeah. This is
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really... There's something I noticed. About...
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, and there's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful.
So there are two families living?
3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. No, it was all built by the Remington family. Flora's a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the fellows and the pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother...
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
All right. Poppy's bedroom is
I
on.
wonder what's in there. There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something.
Let's ask her about it.
Vale. A ver, quiero ver el mapa, sí. Vale. Vamos a ver con Fifi.
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass?
What makes you think it was
The statue lives in the music room. That blade.
It's a troll.
It is. Freya drew these.
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
But she never showed
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of... A wooden carving of my father, made by... Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
A ver, tenemos una sospecha.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine.
Why is it locked up like that?
Porque es un
Does
diario.
seriously require an explanation.
Esa es una pregunta
Very
estúpida.
well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by...
So, there are secrets written in here?
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is
We
mine.
need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the...
That's not it. That kinda makes sense, but... We need a clue that's got a connection to this.
Bueno, esto... Es que mira, está ahí.
Let's take a closer look at this.
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
Estamos jugando a dos juegos que
You were hiding
son
Freya's
parecidos.
diary in your room,
Yo
and
también,
you kept it
solo
locked,
soy
too.
Center y este.
Why would I do either of these things?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend.
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve...
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most...
Alright, Fifi unlocked.
Finally. What's in there?
Oh, esta semana fui yo, asesinito. Que romper ese cuadro, portarme, no funciona, cosita más impresionante. Ahora tengo dos, necesito resolver más. No entiendo mucho lo que dice.
Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want.
Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back.
She was even closer to Flora than...
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
What's with the broken glass? There's something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her after the murder. There's something bothering. When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing.
Well, she probably would have moved around.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor.
Bueno, vamos a la habitación de Poppy, que se nos ha abierto.
Some breed of amphibious humanoid, although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess, well, no.
This is a potential murder weapon.
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon.
I think you'd be surprised as to... Does Flora still own...
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years
I
ago.
see. A book from the library. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes. A photograph of Freya. Could be important. I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photographs. They just want. These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen. As these things.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't
Are we not having a fun?
I'd tell him not to quit his day job. But he hasn't got one. Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told? I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday. But it was not cracked when I saw it last. A somewhat cumbersome device. And an altogether inefficient
What
way.
kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
You got it open. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday, too.
It was. Perhaps it's always
No, ya
pigs
sabemos
quiet,
que...
though I can't imagine why she painted Flora.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's.
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into... Unless, of course,
Surely you don't believe
a
it.
detective's job is to examine... Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols?
We're working on
That's a no, then. Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was
Someone trying to conceal evidence? You truly consider this a case?
it. What's wrong with it?
No organization.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid
How
out.
quaint. Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on
Have you searched?
I believe so.
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too disappointed too.
Yo también me llevé una descripción.
I'll say this. He's well suited to physical...
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the green, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting... Poppy has remarkable... She could be famous, wealthy even, if she
I
wanted.
should probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Ah,
314 cases. And 14.
qué bueno.
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
Ok. No tengo todavía
Reset the puzzle?
la pieza
Just gonna rest my brain.
para esto.
A wooden trunk.
I want one.
There's a metal plaque
Is
on
there
the...
a message in
I
Greek?
think there was at one, but someone scratched it off.
A giant globe.
AKA a greenhouse.
Vamos a habitación de Poppy. ¿Qué era esto?
Empty. Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
Just a bunch of clothes on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
To you. More handwritten sheet music.
Ah, yes, a giant. Oh, it's a good omen.
It's an eye.
Sheet music.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even...
Yeah, it's been framed, though. Must be important for some reason.
A ver. Ah. Sol. La. Si. Do. Do. Mi. Mi, re, re. Mi. Do.
There's a name for this. You know. Various handmade.
What do you think those symbols...
Hopefully.
Espero que nada.
It's a metronome. For keeping...
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be.
Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Okay.
That's done it.
Neat.
A ver cómo
What
se
happened?
encontró.
A little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's part of a photograph.
There's something about that pink cassette. Something.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was...
And do you know what kind of music is on this
No
tape?
idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your...
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a
The
good...
tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own
Why
it.
not?
Not my color.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy. Let's take a closer look at this. The pink cassette tape. Nope. The pink cassette tape found in the garden matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Uy, que no entramos en el jardín. Te pondrás a la escena del
The
crimen.
pink cassette tape found at the crime scene
No sé
matches
por qué he
the
puesto la del
pink cassette
jardín,
player used by Poppy in this old photo.
¿Qué
That is
cosas?
not me.
Yeah,
Ay,
it is.
¿quién coño es?
I'll prove it. You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem
Maybe.
the reason she doesn't want.
The passage of time is a powerful.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
My little writing desk.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's drawn.
Bird diagrams.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows. I don't like mirrors.
How do you get your hair so...
I do by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other. They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is. They're bird cages, but the bird.
Se ha
Oh,
puesto
it
así
totally.
otra vez. Ay,
They're bird cages, but the bird. Oh, it totally is.
lo mismo.
And especially...
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam.
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's in that shape. You're really pushing.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delight. Penny Pointer. Pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Ah, pues Penélope es un nombre bonito.
Sure.
20-something. Aquarius. Love to travel. And nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel.
Anywhere at all. As long as it has species. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you... No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding. And I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether. 20-something.
No.
Aquarius.
Travel.
Anyway.
And
Because... Oh, silly to admit.
who
My
Ah,
fiancé
ah,
Fitz, a very...
You're engaged.
I'm not especially... And I find it much...
Ahora, coño.
I awoke early. He's always there. Crack of dawn.
How
and
come?
It's where he's happiest. That, and he has a great deal of work to do every
Do
day.
you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
El mejor personaje de Mentes Criminales se llama así, Penélope, efectivamente. El mejor personaje de Mentes Criminales se llama Penélope. Ahí estamos las dos de acuerdo.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to...
And how many birds are you...
Officially 4. But in truth, it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course. And they but I think they just like the company. As do I. Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the light. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. It looked rather lost. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terrible. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too. Standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower. A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father...
Are you friends? With...
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it. I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retrieved. People are better off when they just let themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
Él no se ha
She
sentido bien,
mostly
se lo habrá
ignores
alguna
me,
vez.
if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on this.
I mean, well, you don't need to.
No. I'm comfortable with it. She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms?
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to...
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. Did you not know? She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species.
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me all the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding. Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that.
It just sounds like you don't know him very
I
well.
don't remember asking for your input.
Como, yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful. Wait, is that me? Oh, did you talk to Pop?
Yeah.
Did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy
Because
lie?
that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it. I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do
They
you
need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, but they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything
Do
happen.
they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
Son todas chicas.
I've
Okay,
already
Sam,
forgotten
pero-
all three of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? It's just my hat. It doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
Ah,
I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is?
Oh, absolutely no idea. Looks a little simple for thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new one. Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not
We
exactly.
found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right. What's that bird? These must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad. Ooh, it's
That's our guess, too.
excellent. Somebody taking an interest in
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old.
Well, what about this bird, though? The...
This one. Well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at...
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. The very last.
Oh.
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes. Freya was very talented.
Do
Even
you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style. I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad. I think she was more troubled than we knew. If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a a bit vain to carve wooden figurines of one. Freya doesn't take very good care of her paint stuff. Then she was always had her own priorities. Oh, that's rather sad. How terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene. Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for long. As a young child, she'd call it her mama on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable. Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Laura seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo.
I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect Don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably hot... Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's...
An anonymous letter? Classic. I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp. Goodness me, Poppy really doesn't take
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond.
Exactly! Finally!
That's a very specific...
Only last week I asked that miserable...
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite accused me of being, well... You know, it's to a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you.
Try living in it for 20 years. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle.
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Pop.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly...
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now. It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds? Nope. They're...
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Just gonna rest my brain. That's some flower.
There's something weird just feels out of place. Penny's books. Mostly novels.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them. A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novel. And
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
A little tea set. Looks recent.
One of the
What's in
cups.
the other one?
Birdseed.
That bed. It's like something from a...
Does it feel warm?
No, you're right.
It's not coming from the bed. It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Vale.
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds... Something to do with those white lines.
Sí, sí, sí.
No, that was it.
Vale, tenía que ver con los
Nice work.
colores. Que pensaba que tenía que ver con los ojos.
Get the door open. What's in there?
Te pasa exactamente lo mismo. Es que los ojos no ayudan, la verdad.
Yes, it's my, my flower.
You don't like
I'm no good at caring for plants. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal.
Do you at least...
The look?
the colors? Between you and me...
That's,
We found it in your room.
just lying around, was
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
antes, creo que esto no lo he
A
mirado.
big glass door leads out into
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
something happened.
That must be it. And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some
Ah, tiene que ver con lo de los soles de la otra habitación. Está.
It's locked.
I
Really?
thought we were.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Ah, pues a lo mejor sí, ¿no? Ah, estaban como así, ¿no? Que había uno y aquí había otro. Ahí, coño.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. Finally.
Whatever's on the other side better be.
Cuando había un montón de cosas, ¿no?
It's so relaxing. I might just stay here.
Oh, shall I go finish?
That'd be great.
It's a rose bush. Apart from a couple of
The roses are bright red.
aren't roses normal?
Exactly.
It's another little statue doing a
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing.
No, they're not part of the statue, and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs. It's so relaxing.
Me ha saltado un logro.
Oh, shall I?
That'd be
Un huevo.
more egg statues.
I don't get it.
Well, either the sculptor was
What
just
do you mean?
an egg has got to be the easy. More egg statues.
I don't get it.
Well, either an egg has got to be the easy.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Oh, yeah. What are you supposed to.
Nothing. And it looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
Oh, good. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that.
Not all bridges are. That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small thing.
Me parece que no hay nada, ¿no?
The door into Poppy's room.
So,
Ah, I guess so. It's the door into.
one of only two ways to get into the
Oh,
garden.
yeah.
Vale, pues, bueno, es más fácil llegar ahí, ¿no? Esta habitación. Oh,
You
la
know,
habitación de
I've
Senku.
always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system?
I would look at it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on How old is this thing?
Oh. Vale, y solo este. Bien. Supongo esto tiene que ver con los sombras. Sí. Comprendo. Si hago aquí. Sí, vi que iba a salir una secuela. Así yo creo que va, ¿no?
I got it.
I'm impressed. Did you hear that? Something
Tiene ganas.
unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in
A
there?
bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
A spyglass.
They're in very good condition.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmo.
Yo dándole vueltas al puzzle este que no lo has hecho todavía. No sé.
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4.
Vale, que se mueve solo. Sí, que... Este.
Reset the puzzle. Vale, es un reloj. Aquí hay un 3. Eso me imagino que es un 9. El 12 y el 6, ¿no? Entonces tendré que conseguir que las manecillas estén en cada una en su sitio. A ver. 1, 2 y 3. Tiene que estar. Este. Creo que así, ¿no? I got it.
I'm impressed. What's in the box?
A little tool, but I'm not actually sure what it is. This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And
It's my handheld microscope.
What are you magnifying?
Trace particles,
have
dust.
you used it here?
I have. I used it.
What were you looking for?
That is between... Where did you find them?
Do you?
Or who might have had
I
it?
have several, but they are my theories. One of 3 stats. This one. Perhaps they belong to someone who...
They're not
likes-
headphones. They're earmuffs.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't... These people really up. Can you consider that important? 3 birds. What makes them worth? They not be happier
But
flying.
then they might fly
I
away.
wonder if they... Who's that?
Not sure.
Strange. Is that a clue?
Don't know.
I framed my log.
Same.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it work.
Vamos a echar a Flor al del invernadero, a ver qué nos dice. Vale.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
No sé
I
por
don't
qué
really
eres
go
el del
into Penny's
invernadero.
room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to. Those petals, they,
What?
they're red. Wait, those are mine. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from
That's genius.
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially. There's a difference between that and
It
actual.
can't be actual. It's just inside. It's called alchemy. You ever seen this before?
No.
That's not.
Oh, I just looks like it belongs. Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started. She's improved a lot.
Yeah, that's generally
Right. Of course.
Any idea who this is?
No. No.
Indira China, claro que lo sabe. Bueno, vamos a hablar con el que nos falta, que estaba aquí.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves. We are but specks of dust.
Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless. They exist only.
Helpful.
Me?
Parece que tenga o un libro o un tejado por pelo, tío.
Head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And?
Oh, no, that's just I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must.
Oh, dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble working to translate.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say.
The day began as any other, with blissful. I took my usual morning walk around.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow. I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever, then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade them, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did. And then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy. I quickly decided that I should leave. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time. A listless soul.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been trouble. I'd say you could ask her. I think you might find... He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have
You're talking about money?
Among other things. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it.
You two don't get on?
Oh, no. We're the best of friends. Ah, yes. The heiress of Tangle. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it
She
with...
doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will.
Still, keep an eye... Dangerously
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh, no. We operate on very literally. Hard to read, that one, but...
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and... Then, of course, I met you. Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also...
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was, but I think she was captivated by more. My daughter loved her. That said, in the last year or so, more and wandering the gardens at the most, she must have explored every inch of the grounds. Quite a restless spirit. I'm surprised she chose to... What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. I don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't...
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never... Her relationship with Flint was, I don't especially want to talk introspection.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter?
I'm not sure if we have time.
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Ah, Penelope, our
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, till she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and the Fellows, like rats deserting a sinking ship. My Poppy, my pride, exceptionally talented pianist. Hold on, why is she on your list
Because she's a suspect.
Oh, no, I can personally... Well, the truth is...
If you don't mind me asking, what
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, Remington by the playing field has never really been even since...
Where did she go?
Away. She went away. What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. You might know something about.
Well, it has a part there. It's rather...
No.
So, what's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you. I think it must be something left behind by a priest. I'm not the first scientist to ever
Well,
walk...
it wasn't in the halls.
I've seen those earmuffs. They're the ones Fitz
always wears.
Whenever I've seen... Well now, that is quite possibly none... What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. That's a flower joke.
Interesting.
That's rather a small cage, but then... What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit. Oh, if you... Perhaps I don't either. Oh, my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever... Primrose, that is Poppy's She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching.
Poppy's piano teacher was her
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy's... Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious...
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a... Oh, you found a murder...
Steady on. It's just
Looks like a weapon. Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of... It's been a while since I've seen it. A diary can be a...
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't. But it does. That's a very old book. Looks like someone could have...
I like the look of a well-read better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put. These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent. Freya was well acquainted.
What does it look
To me, it's a big, red...
What a fascinating...
He's right, though. It is a big red.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old... Keeps his mind from decay. This is supposed to be Felix.
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself Is this important?
Possibly.
Here's a thought. Do you After all, it was found...
I guess it's possible.
I haven't seen that tape for a... Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well. Pointer property purloined by the typical. Curious.
No se lleva bien con los otros, ¿eh?
Keeps in there?
Nothing. At the moment.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in her...
I find that painting to be in rather bad.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood, the whole thing. Where on earth did you find
It was in a bush outside.
How peculiar. A very old I'd recommend you leave it. The poor fellow's in bed. Isn't the process...
It's not really decaying.
It's becoming...
So which one is Tangle?
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right?
Neither? You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade. Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
That's all the
Let's
statements.
go over them all. Every astronomy tower.
I want to try.
You can see right into Flora.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's eye. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from...
It's that little plant Flora keeps.
Don't you think it...
Maybe it's glued down.
I can just about see the ground. I can see the door. The door itself is on the floor.
Is that a window?
I think...
Is there another room above?
We should check that next time we're over there. Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy? I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for...
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about something.
Let's ask him about it.
It's too cloudy.
It's also daytime. There's something kind of... I just expected...
does it not compare to all... So, Professor...
It's not a matter of being... Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it can...
And how long?
I really don't like to give exact value.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these?
I have a theory about you.
Oh? Go on.
You're not really interested in astronomy.
What could you possibly...
I think you're interested in a slightly different...
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant... My studies focus only on the...
Right. That's why you like using your tongue.
Yes, naturally. My little portal...
Yeah, about that.
Vale.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly. Now you're accusing me of what?
Are you spying?
Why would I?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying, might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen. Valuable in ways you... Freya was always sneaking around. Both towers, and... She was definitely up to something.
So, you were looking to Flora's room. Did you witness the crime?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope... That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement...
Apart from the reason you left your...
Right.
Freya was definitely...
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something. This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
At least the moths are kept well fed. What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
Nothing catching my interest.
Sorry, is this spooky?
Kinda.
What is that?
Not sure.
Looks like it might attach to something. Just dusty junk. Just dusty junk. It's a statue of a wolf standing up straight.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as... Also, it's stuffed. Someone
Do you
painted
think it was
No
done?
idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious. Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry.
Kinda. Where's that light coming
It's
from?
just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floors. Is that what I think it is? 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 Is that what I think it is?
Giant stone frog?
Nah, he's got...
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
There's something about those petals we found in something.
Let's ask her about it.
Sabía yo que se me había colado algo.
So we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses, and there's only one place in Tangle Tower.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And it's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have...
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
Digo yo que si está con los pájaros tendrá algo entrenado, ¿no? Quiero decir. Sería más feo hacer. Que ya sería feo con nubarrones y cosas así. Pero... Ya está. Chum, chum, chum.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those 2 have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden. Let's take a closer look at these. This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't knowing the 2 of them are hidden away up there. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to... I knew she'd be able to bring me back.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not...
You don't understand. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring... I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to...
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Oh.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. We heard this sound. Lasted about...
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope, I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow
I
tower.
told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched.
I recognized Fiona's voice as
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into her. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on
She
the...
took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long, but when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line
They
up.
don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically
Vale, falta algo aquí. Esta actriz no estaba, ¿eh?
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy.
There's a note.
What does it say? Grimoire? What do you think?
How
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea.
Well,
It's a perfect
oh,
match.
it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to us.
What about the little wooden toy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use. I'm still not sure about
Should we take another look?
Ah, amigo, creo que ya sé de qué va esto. La campana, los labios, el piano y el pajarito. Vale.
Let's come back later.
Vale. Vamos a por Fifi.
The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother. And my mother, maybe it is the...
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint. All I know is that it must have... An item from Poppy's child, earliest piano
Why's
lesson.
that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not...
You two are friends,
We
right?
are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired.
is it anything to do with...
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her con...
Who is that?
I'm quite sure that... I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no...
Oh.
It is a flower. It reminds me of something. Who is this her to whom...
Well,
Then how can I meaningfully... Next!
what's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on stage. Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy
And
tower.
yet, it does not concern the
Nope.
field. In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact...
Yeah. You could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh.
No, it would be quite... To study science in any field is to study the connections living or... This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No.
Who else would own such a pointless little...
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescope. It can only be used for looking at things that are far. The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth.
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. Besides, I would have... Perhaps it could be used.
Was that...
Yes. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My arguments. A wooden carving of my father. Although, now that I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without... A book. My book.
And what's in
Pages. What is your opinion of...
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens. Unique.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask?
I am the heir of this. Makes me the sole...
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Vale, creo que eso... Odi, eso ha sido... Ha sido un trueno, creo. ¡Qué susto!
I require facts. Correction, there was no knife.
Apart from the one in the painting.
Which, as nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife. Name, Haksha. Age, unknown. Likes, quote. Dislikes, quote. Name, Fitzfellow. Age, likes soil, dislikes...
Hang on. Crypto...
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is...
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over...
So, what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him... He was making every effort to avoid...
So?
He was also carrying... Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 50...
I'm...
Oh, yes, of course. How uncharacteristically Name, Penelope Pointer. Likes, birds, notes. I have never had very much in common with her. Name, Poppy Pointer. Apparently, Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, she has crossed that out and written the ghost of...
There's something about the report of Fitz. Something.
Let's ask him about it.
So, Fitz, I have a report.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me. Yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her...
What do you think, Grimoire?
Fifi did see Fitz.
So, if it wasn't a knife...
Te digo yo lo que era, la paleta ornamentada.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it.
An ornate trowel was used to bury a single feather in the garden. Nope.
Creo que esto... Vale, la flor esta, ¿no? El cuarto de
An
poste.
ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Poppy's room. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
No, porque no es el de Poppy, es el de Penny. Joder, las estoy confundiendo todo el rato.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after
Creo que eso es
a
así.
potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes?
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something.
Vale, creo que es esto porque tiene el mismo color de
Let's
la
take a
tierra.
closer look at these.
Míralo. Coño. La maceta y la tierra coinciden. Son igualitos.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some good.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in, so I go into her room every now and again, water the flower, change the soil, just trying to keep... This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil. It's made with water from...
And it makes the fruit grow.
Sometimes. You never really know what's...
And what do you do with it?
You look at it. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Me, 3. Oh. Sorry. I thought you said... We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been?
No, could have been. We don't ever really...
Why not?
Nature is unruly. Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over
Are they, like, her
Oh,
pets?
they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember?
I do not. That belongs to Poppy.
So why is it up in
I'm
Flora's
not
tower?
sure. It's of no interest to me, but I overheard Poppy and Freya talking.
What were they saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the detail. I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything
There's
to do?
no way. She wouldn't willingly cause anyone. Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of material, but his ego relies on don't you think?
I was just...
Fifi doesn't...
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know. She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when...
No, she hasn't touched.
How can you tell?
Trust me. She was always kind. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working. Sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask...
Insects.
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things. Freya brought me this little glass box. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand, but she was always...
Have you met this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes. Doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious.
That's...
Yeah, I was joking.
Oh, I see.
Eso podría haber sido data.
Poppy and I
Perfectamente,
are
¿verdad? Que lo
friends.
diga él.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong? Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as...
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's, well, they...
And how's the relationship doing?
Good. It's good.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy...
No, but I still see... He's always curious about what I'm growing in the ground. Asks me about the birds, too. He's pretty clued up.
I didn't think there was much...
Perdón.
Nice painting. Gives you a pretty good idea.
The lake looks like
it might seem, but nature is quite...
And those mountains...
We don't know much about, not even Freya.
What's that?
This painting. There are no photographs from this angle as far as I know.
So, Freya...
Let's call it an... Who gave you that info?
We don't actually know who. We were contacted anonymously.
I see. And what happens if the person who contacted you turns out...
Honestly, that would be kind of fun.
There's something about Hawkshaw. Something.
Let's ask her about it.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it.
And this would make perfect sense. If you knew what my... Of course, I still have no intention of...
You're such a... Don't worry. We already worked out what you're searching for.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for.
Surely even you can understand. The greenhouse is home to a great... The gardener could have easily kept the beetles hidden.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't...
He is not exactly the type. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse. It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on my...
Esto. Lo que nos dijo, lo de la lente telescópica, era como un mini telescopio, ¿no? Nos lo dijo Fifi. Usa según Fifi. Así que está mintiendo.
Microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to
Hawkshaw, why did you lie?
When you were a child.
A detective.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
I wanted to be...
Caballero del Zodiaco.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secret. A fool's errand, to be sure. But at 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world. And so, but the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried...
Sorry, but we're way off.
A memento. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you
Correct. As it happens, I have no Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Creo que ya. Ah, este me falta. Vamos a hablar con este porque creo que me falta mucho. Es como súper tranquilota, así.
You two still get on?
Of course.
She hasn't gone quiet.
It's true, she hasn't. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a... Just the way she...
Lone wolf is putting it lightly.
She just likes time...
Other humans?
Well, yes. You're the one currently basking.
Let's move on.
Son, that's all.
My daughter Fee, our little burgeoning genius.
We did. She's...
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your reel? She told me, get this, she wanted...
What makes you think she made
I
that?
happen to know the real reason.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her. Fits? I don't... slippery.
An onion?
Did you two have...
Oh, no, but I trust Fiona's uncommonly skilled as an artist. She helped me get started with my own painting. It taught me what she knew about tremendous patience.
Freya and Flora?
Oh, yes.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happened. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Let's just say there was some discussion over... There's a family tree in the Grand Hall.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she came to live here.
Nobody left her?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim. Quite the character. A fellow member of the Order of the...
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant, you know...
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning... I heard on the ground something called the Gold... Honestly, it's probably...
You reckon?
Quite sure.
How do you know?
Because I would... Percival Pointer. So, what is...
I don't know.
That is not information.
I'm just saying. Holds on to a lot of... Just because he's always slightly pathetic.
And how long have you known?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends?
Don't know if I'd do him. Penelope seems to have really... She struggled a bit when she was young.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle. And now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, but futile. Poppy's a good friend to mine. I think they get on well because they're...
Different, like how?
Poppy is, Fiona, still, Poppy always...
Heavy pride.
That's one of Freya. It's impressive. My daughter Fiona and her... They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. No idea. Freya was quite
La que se está
talented.
poniendo a
She had a way
llover
of
heavy,
capturing
sí.
the spirits of her subjects. Not in an... Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. Why would someone lock up a book?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! These drawings are quite... I'm surprised.
What happened to the bird?
I don't know. Seems like... I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Now this is still in...
What about those shards on the inside?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to... Cunning. I've never been one for... Why not ask... Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather...
Do you not feel sorry for them?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave. That looks like it might belong... Goodness me.
The statue was up in the room.
Yes, it's been there. You can see the brass, but it's not true. What's this all about?
I'm pretty sure...
If it's made of gold. Why don't you ask Fiona? Looks like her. That looks like it might... what is it?
We don't know.
My friends, shed your...
That's the most depressing idiom I've...
Is that a clue?
It might be. There's something about Felix something.
Let's ask him about it.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it. Totally normal.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then. Out with it. What exactly are you accusing me
It's
of?
not your paint pot.
What on earth? Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare. Something to prove who would act.
Creo que las pinturas de Freya no están como rotas.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Vea yo. Sí, míralo. Habéis visto la etiqueta, ¿no?
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to you.
Sí que tiene que ver con nuestro asesinato. Vale. Está aquí. La herida se llenó de sangre. ¿No? Antes de que Freya lo usara, porque ya estaba en el
This
cuadro.
red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that, right. Fine. I was busy working on... There was a certain amount of time pressure. Just for a little while, you know.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it. So, I took Freya's red paint pot and
You
swapped...
went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just...
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty.
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got...
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final detail.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora?
Well, I decided it seemed a bit...
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene. We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own?
Vale. Para mostrar la gracia existe, para ocultar la evidencia, para distraerse ya, para que parezca un
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint over the painted ink-dip feather to resemble a bloody knife. Almost. Maybe just change
Solo
one
hay que
thing.
cambiar unas cosillas, ¿no? Ah, vale, es que se usó para pintar y se usó para pintar la punta roja de...
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink-dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot.
Why?
To distract them.
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person.
Let's go over what we... The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope. But he did see Flora, lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya, got Flora too?
Except Flora survived.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did...
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are
Es una buena pregunta,
I think.
We could.
Ready when you are.
Algo me dice que esto lo tengo que fotografiar. Ah, una campana. Ah. Vale, yo creo que... Vale, nos lo dejó esta y también dentro que había la cinta esta verde, ¿verdad? Si lo probamos.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Lo sabía.
It's full of the same weird water.
Any fish in there?
Not a single. Although there
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
Sí, bueno, pero es que esto ya lo hemos conseguido. ¿Dónde hay más música? Aquí, ¿no? Esta señora toca el piano.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I haven't been... I don't know what...
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me. I think it's kind of cruel to keep...
Does...
Oh, she does. Penny can be a little... I see a lot of birds. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet. Where did you find
It was in the attic.
Oh, I forgot we even had an attic. Oh, you've been to the greenhouse?
But...
Yeah. Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No. Should we have?
No, it's just... It looks like... You get some weird insects. I've never
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya. For fun.
Do you know where those earmuffs...
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them I thought they looked like headphones. Like he's in the recording. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken... When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a...
Hola,
Those
Gordy.
petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual.
Gracias, pa.
Cuando queso, nada más. Y
Never seen that one before.
Hidratación.
Was it in the greenhouse?
Lo acabo de ver.
Oh, we found it in Penny's room.
Right.
That's all formality.
So, what do
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Ay, tengo.
Let's try this again.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this. That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Anda.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Tema. Tema todo mucho, tío. Que te salga esta mañana hoy, ya sabes a qué le toca. Onda.
It looks like they're being boiled. The liquid is ice cold. A cracked glass tank with each one has one. I can't.
I like that you called them rooms.
What's in there? It's a little diagram of a beetle.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really compared to the beetles behind the glass.
9 beetles.
Poor little guy.
Now, there's a bunch of notes written all around. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. 9 beetles.
Poor little
Now, there's
kids.
it's mostly numbers. 9 beetles.
Poor
Now,
little
there's it's
kids.
mostly numbers.
Sí, nada, atención.
A candle perched on a barrel.
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates. Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal. Rows of plants growing in.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
A ver, puzzle.
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Sobre los pestillos. Ah. Así. ¿Está? No. A ver esta.
Ah, parece que cuadra, ¿no? Sí. Familia. Bueno. Ah, vale, más fácil, más fácil. Ahí no. Creo que es así.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Interesante, ¿no?
Whose research is this? This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete.
A ver, yo tengo algo que es esto, ¿no? No sabía yo.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Esto tiene sentido, ¿no?
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology, just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty...
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
A single book.
This is creeping me
Why?
out. I think it's a children's book. There's a roll of paper.
I'll see if I can
Let me guess. It's the room above.
The laboratory?
Yeah. The Grand Hall.
What's that thing in the middle?
I think it's that big glass tube.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no.
How did we miss it? The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense. That's the lake, right? I think that horizontal line might be.
It used to be a lot lower down than it is now. The library.
Storage.
It's Freya's room.
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think. It's the aviary. Music room.
This seems pretty
Agreed. Basements don't.
We're at the bottom of the lake. Must be.
Right, but if that's the lake bed.
Like what?
White, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich. Like,
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
Eso es todo muy raro, tío.
Yeah. Maybe we're too late.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Sí lo es, ¿no?
Why?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy. So what's the photo? Do you know who it is in the photo? This man in the photo, he reminds me of something.
Felix made a little model of him for
Yeah,
Flora.
it makes sense when you know who he is. Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes meaning the girl in the.
Yeah, it's her.
Ahí
See the
tiene toda la
bird, too.
pinta.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Let's head back. I want to find that last room. Wow, it's.
How long were we down there?
Se ha hecho de noche.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to?
Hang on, but I think there's a switch.
Ah, una escalera.
Who are all the people in this?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Ay.
is important. I'm sure of it.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something like Sally. Did we meet any of these people?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton.
Also, crabs normally have... You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks...
Creo que iba así, ¿no? Así. El de la foto que vimos.
Perfect.
¡Hala! No, ahí está.
Something somebody didn't want us to find. What is it?
Me da la sensación de que estamos a punto de terminar el juego, no sé por qué.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
We found them already.
Espera, no está.
I think that might have, but not this part.
Completa.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery. It's a wooden pin hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it. An axe and some kind of hunting knife.
Honestly, doesn't look like...
I'm more worried about the third one. The one that isn't there.
A ver si ya la hemos cogido.
Nice chair.
It's still...
Maybe it's just heat from the incinerator.
Maybe.
Sorpresa.
Coffee table, hat.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything
it's
left?
Mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Ay, el pajarito, no.
Someone's been using this room. I don't get it. This room is in nowadays. It's some big secret.
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out makes me think it's someone who has the room.
Whoever it was, they left. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing. I'm betting it'd make more sense.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Puede que estoy aquí. Es que es lo único que me cuadra. Estás aquí. Claro.
The painting from Freya's room and those... Freya designed Detective Hawk.
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use for those sketches of Hawk. I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Ah, ya vamos a resolverlo. Hostia, pues estoy un poco perdido.
Time to solve this.
All right. Break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
Por el hueco ese, ¿no?
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless... Freya was already lying on her back before
I think so too. She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Some...
Puede que sea esto. Se ve eso, depende de la depredador con un fuerte silbido. Son muchos decibelios. Vamos a probar con esta.
Pointer's research says it can emit an Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise. Neither of them had...
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough?
No, I don't think. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. I don't think we're purely talking about volume either.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weapon?
I don't. But I think so. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The hornet's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is...
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise. Although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage, too. Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage.
That's some seriously powerful enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
They protected themselves.
Es lógico que sí. Eso era algo que estaba programado. Que se protegió. Que toda la lógica del mundo, ¿no? ¿Dónde está esto?
These are some pretty heavy. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
¿Qué hace mi amor? Ay, ay, ay. Ay. Ay, pero ¿cómo puede ser tan bonito el bebé? Y porque soy un bebé. Soy un bebé. Guapo. Me parece que no hace mucho calor. Ay, qué dolor de cabeza de pronto me entra. Patitas de Odi. Patitas de Odi, dicen. No te puedes subir ahora mismo. A ver, que me han mandado una foto. De Zoro y Sanji. Ah, de los papas.
3. The golden beetle.
Hold on. How did it...
Beetle?
Yeah. What triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure.
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
Me faltan
That's
cosas.
There's something bothering
What?
me. I just want to check. Let's go back to the crime scene.
No sé, hay algo que no...
The plant.
Es la coña con el Resident.
It's in the book.
What?
Look.
Ah, mirad ahí.
The plant. It's in the
What?
book. Look.
Es esa planta de ahí. Son Leon y Ada Wong. ¡Ah, hostia! Vale, no lo había pillado. Estoy con el juego.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it. So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else.
Es lo que decía yo. Aquí lo de las cenizas.
We were a little too late.
So it was stolen from the and ended up in the incinerator.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they... the final clue. Freya left it for us right here. It's in the unfinished. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an eye. If only she'd finished it, and then I could be told.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya... Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before... The yellow paint was going to be used to paint
Es la
the
única que no estaba
sketch
tocada,
of
nada.
something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
Tal vez. Es lo único que tengo amarillo. Ah, míralo.
There she is, our little thief.
How long has it been? Did it hear the whole...
She did, but she's a very good listener. Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose.
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Por si acaso.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
A ver.
Justice for Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hate...
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something. The willpower to walk beyond. She was truly everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower. And you feel like unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but
Porque solo tiene un ojo pintado.
Notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer? I suppose I can't argue with
Penny,
that.
we only know what you choose to tell us. So why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually she pales in comparison to those who came before. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of...
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. You saw the family tree hanging in the ground.
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live
here. A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. My mother, for one. My father, the other 2 Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but...
And that was the first question.
You wanted to know where they'd all...
More than that. I wanted to know if I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, but I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared.
Porque es una psicópata. Es que a ver, ¿cómo solo te pintas un ojo?
So, what did you actually do?
Nothing I could do at first.
Es que incluso yo cuando voy de cosplay voy con un ojo tapado, voy con los dos ojos pintados, no me jodas.
Fewer answers. Then, I found it. I was 19.
Found what?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get paint, would peel, wallpaper wouldn't stay. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm. I looked. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
What?
As I expected. After all, their connection to the Freya case is minimal.
Sorry, what?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, misted's like...
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that wasn't intentional. The main difference being misteds are perfectly real. They're just kept. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happens...
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found something which answered my questions while at once...
Esto, ¿no?
The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion?
Rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone study. The room at the bottom of the lake itself. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find... Maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were...
How did you try...
It was tough. They'd taken almost every... Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one.
And what happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with them, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured. Most of them had left tracking, escaped mist. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5, completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. Instead, there was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a false. Pointer had found something. Something...
El escarabajo.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure.
In the post?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such... decided to take.
So you stole it?
Stealing the beetle turned out to be... Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure. Something he'd been... I suggested, innocently, that perhaps he was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on me. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had a little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages.
But Didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Ah, well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole...
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the...
Which is?
Carries an exoskeleton approximately 90%. But it's not the 90%. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself,
the ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found it's not much, but I...
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay?
Esta es una buena pregunta, te quiero decir.
Simply put, Freya was too good. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Sí, en el cuadro este, ¿no?
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's, for all her vitality. I think Freya was probably the most troubled. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetle. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think she wanted to free. The real reason Freya was unable is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think
aquí hay una relación lésbica, perdona que te diga.
Of Tangle Tower, and not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps somehow free Fiona. That was her plan anyway. But before Freya could find her way into Pointer's...
She found her way into your study. Found your notes. Found that... I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered. I couldn't get Flora out of her room. But if she could, she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them? Well,
it helped them cope. The very idea. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your...
Well, I've been waiting for an... I'd really rather not...
Wait, it's still...
It's still inside the gramophone.
No me jodas. Surprise, motherfucker. Bueno, ¿nos hemos quedado aquí atrapados o cómo va esto?
What's going on?
Poppy, They are both awake.
I can see.
You two, all right?
My head hurts. What
You were
happened?
both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here?
It saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious. She had her crossbow on her. But who knows? She may have just
Did
been...
you know that she...
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it
Fitz
themselves.
did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room. But by the time I got out there to check...
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's...
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird...
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake. Proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope.
How do you know?
Because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she...
Poppy, what are you going to do? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground. I think that's what she would have wanted.
Ah, y ya está. Y se acaba aquí, pues ok. Bueno, pues ya nos lo hemos terminado. Creo que el fin de semana vamos a aprovecharlo para descansar, ¿vale? O sea, como tengo el rol en vivo y tal, así no tengo que estar pendiente del tema de hacer directo. Y ya, el siguiente fin de semana... Bueno, a ver si no me atasco. Para el siguiente fin de semana ya jugaremos con Night Kakashi. Mira. Mira. Pero la tenían bastante clara. Curioso. Ya la próxima será Star Fox jugando en cooperativo local con Night Kakashi. Que la idea es que Night Kakashi llevará la navecita y yo llevaré los cañones, así que no sé cómo saldrá eso. Pero bueno, os lo traeremos, ¿vale? Así que nada, pues nada, muchas gracias por estar aquí conmigo, por disfrutar de esta aventura un ratito de vuestro tiempo. Gracias a Zumi y a Cerecita que me lo regalaron por mi cumple. Aunque es un juego que yo le descubrí a Zumi. Jeje. Y nada, pues nada, pasad buena noche. Un besito y nos vemos el martes con Urban Myths Dissolution Center y el jueves con Pokémon Rojo Fuego. ¡Chaito!